Trials Evolution. Let's go. Yeah, so, first thing first, this is Trials Evolution. I'm sure many of you who follow my channel and who watch my videos, well, not many of you, but some of you might not know what this game is. And this game is, well, not the first Trials, but this is like sort of the most prominent Trials. It's the one that sort of started off the whole ninja scene and sort of kicked off the like huge skill in Trials, as far as I'm aware, because the first Trials was obviously Trials HD, and that's, well, I don't know much about the history of Trials, but all I know is this is a legendary game, and all the best players like Shane, Pex and Malik started on this game, came from this game. The best speedrunners like Classy and Borads, I think they started on this game as well, so yeah, as far as I know, this is a legendary game, and yeah, I'm glad to be playing it. I'll tell you how I'm playing it. So my good friend who is a beast at COD, Andre, whose channel I'll link in the description, he's literally one of the best Call of Duty players I've ever seen. The dude's a god. He's also, well, he used to be a part of this sniping team that made a montage which blew up, so yeah, I'll link his channel in the description. You can check him out if you follow COD or watch COD. But yeah, I wanted to play Evolution because I was sort of getting bored of Fusion, if I'm honest. I'd passed a bunch of 7s recently and thought, do you know, I want a new challenge in terms of the game, because there's stuff in Fusion for me to do. Like there's still a lot of stuff for me to do. I could have low faulted a bunch of tracks, passed all the 6s still, but I thought I wanted like a change of scenery. So yeah, I asked my friend if I could borrow the Xbox 360 and just sort of buy Evo and try it out. So I did, and holy cow. So yeah, last Friday he came over and gave it to me, and so I've had it for a week, and I just can't stop playing this game. It is so much fun, honestly. I'm having more fun than I was on Fusion. Definitely having more fun than I was on Fusion. It kind of reminds me of when I first started out on Fusion. Like, it's just so new, there's just so much for me to do. It's just so much fun. And so yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I've played through the career tracks, which obviously you guys aren't here to see career tracks, you're here to see ninjas. But yeah, I mean, I played through the career tracks, and the career is better than the Fusion career, in my opinion. The like tracks are a lot better to speedrun, and the lines of some of the speedruns feel a lot smoother. I was definitely having more fun on the career mode than I did have on Fusion. I mean, I'm not trying to say I dislike Fusion, don't get me wrong, like I love Fusion, that's where I started, that is a great game, but I'm just having so much fun in Evo, and I can't really say a bad word about it. So yeah, the career tracks I really like, and then obviously, oh wait, watch this tire glitch. Look at that, that is so bad. And yeah, so I mean, everything's basically the same. I still think everything's the same. Nothing's really different. My skill's still the same. I am using the same controller, so there's that. Like, I'm still using a PS4 controller, so that's why I'm still good. But yeah, do you know what, to be honest, I don't feel much difference in the bike. The Phoenix compared to the Pit Viper, there's not a huge difference, if I'm honest. Yeah, I don't see a huge difference. The physics feel the same. Yeah, like I still think I'm not just as good, but I'm close to my skill on Fusion, I'd say. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think much has changed. I think like I'm still capable of doing a bunch of beast stuff, and I'm really enjoying the game, so I'm playing it a lot. So yeah, that's good. And also, like, as well as passing hard tracks, I'm going to be getting runs, and those runs will be going on Roam Replay, so obviously I'll link that channel in my description again. But yeah, so I thought I'd call this series Road to Beyond Inhumanity, because the ultimate goal is to pass Beyond Inhumanity, which is, in my opinion, after playing the 10CBs, harder than the Fusion version, and the hardest track passed. Slick is the one who passed it. So the goal at the end of the series is to pass beyond Inhumanity. And to get there, I'm going to be playing all the sort of hard 5s and 6s that Evo has to offer, which isn't many. So I'll have a list in the description, and you can see all the tracks there. To be honest, a lot of them are like newer tracks that the older Evo players won't know about, or wouldn't have played. So the leaderboards are going to look very bare. Quite a few of them are made by Slick himself. Then there's a few from a guy called Calypso, and then yeah, then you have the legendary ones like this, Mr. Faps Inhuman, legendary, BI10CPs, God, like yeah, you'll see the list. So yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to pass all those tracks for this series, and then by the end of it, pass BI. Hopefully I'll be good enough, which I think I'm good enough to pass it now, but it'd take a bit of a grind. So there's that. And yeah. So, oh yeah, I'll talk about this track quickly as well. You'll see that my leaderboard score is different from my score because I passed the track before I bought the Elgato, and yeah, I had to pass it again. And oh my god, CP5 of this track is so much harder than the Fusion version, a lot harder than Shane's version, and a lot harder than the original. And so I think for most of this series, for the tracks that are remade, I'll be comparing it to Fusion, and then I'll just be talking about it and like sort of talking about the track in general and talking about the game. But in terms of comparing this to the Fusion version, this version is it's harder than the original Ghetto version, but it's easier than Shane's version. Shane's version is next level, man, I swear to God. Shane didn't mess around when he built that. But yeah, this version I'd say is like a in between a solid and easy 6, whereas the original one is an easy 6 and Shane's one is like a goddamn medium to hard 6. So yeah, that's that. You'll see the leaderboards. Hope you enjoy the series, and give me any suggestions about name of the series as well, because I just sort of came up with this name quickly. So yeah, goodbye.